you done paid your mortgage off to the lender. Now you think you're a homeowner, right? No. But people be paying a mortgage and still thinking that they a homeowner. It's like, no, you're not. You owe someone. You actually created your own debt. Now you owe someone. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't never give you no money. I've never seen a money transaction where a lender has given a buyer money to go buy a house. The whole debt is created upon your signature. It's not like when you go to the bank and you get a car loan from the bank, they at least give you a blank check with numbers on it. You don't get that. So now, okay, this is again, you don't own it because you're paying a mortgage. Now, even when you're done paying a mortgage, what do you think happens after that? Oh, I ain't got to do nothing else. Well, I promise you, y'all know Yo Gotti. You know Yo Gotti who is CMG, Yo Gotti, who bought out Moneybag Yo, Black Youngster, Glorilla. Y'all go check out his story. That man paid cash for his house. Cash. He paid cash for his house. And he went about 3 years without paying his property taxes. And they were coming to take his house. They literally put his house in foreclosure. And he had to turn around and settle that debt with the municipality for the property taxes. And he got on camera and said, I did not know that even though I bought the house cash, I thought I owned it. I didn't know I still had to pay property taxes. And so he learned his lesson, basically knowing that, hey, I still have to pay property taxes. Y'all gonna tap the screen. Y'all gonna tap the screen. If y'all like the live. There you go, flowing with me. Thank you. You really never owned anything. You don't own nothing. So now when you pay these, you don't pay these property taxes. If you don't pay the property taxes, test the municipality out. Test the municipality out. Don't pay the property taxes and see what happens. The only way you can get away from property taxes is if you can get some type of exemptions. A homestead exemption will lower your taxes. Or they will ensure that your taxes won't get raised no more than 2.5% within 10 years, depending on what state you're in. You gotta check your state laws. Every state is different. The state doing Texas. You might want to, if you got enough land, you put livestock on the land. You put livestock on the land. Why do you run around and see people with animals on the land? They don't have that there for show. Those are for tax exemptions. You know what I'm saying? You can put the land in conservation, but it's only for a limited time. And then you'll have certain restrictions on what you can and can't do when you put it in conservation. So now when you sit up here, okay, you can also make a cemetery on your land. You can make a cemetery on your land. You know, that will change up how the property taxes affect you if you put a cemetery on your land. Or you can try to buy some property as a church or as a nonprofit organization that is doing public work for the community, and you have that specified in your NAICS code of your business, your nonprofit organization. So if you're like doing things where you're going to provide shelter as a nonprofit organization, or even doing a school as a nonprofit organization, 501c3 tax exempt, especially churches, they don't pay property taxes. But you, just that person with that mortgage that think they're a homeowner, you don't own nothing, man. Look, this is why I say control is everything. Now, control is everything. Because guess what? The one thing I've learned about being always want to be the owner and want everybody to know you the owner, guess what? That means liability. Super ownership means liability. You own a dog, right? You own a dog, right? Yeah. When that dog attacks somebody, who you think the person attacked gonna come after? Think they gonna sue the dog? Or they gonna come after the owner? Y'all wanna be so homeowner so bad. Nothing wrong with having a house, but like, you gotta understand, it's a whole game out here. Now look, something can literally happen on your property, Mr. Homeowner. Somebody be in your house and they turn around and hurt themselves in your house and they already think you got some money and I'm a homeowner. Guess what the people gonna do? They gonna try and sue you for everything you got that's in your name.